I'm heading to the bank, so you know I'm feeling fine. Get your own paper, don't worry about
Got my money TV. It's your boy King Chaos, man. Salute to that good guy gang, man, and salute to that money gang. Anybody who likes, shares, subscribe, follows on any social media platform, man. Y'all are the money gang, man. I appreciate y'all most of all because y'all follow us, y'all go to the website, y'all support About My Money TV, and we appreciate that. If this your first time on the channel, make sure you're hitting that subscribe bell so you get that post notification every time we drop this fire content. I'm usually here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Watch it now for that sweep in the house, get my content together. We always bring you dope interviews, battle rap news all the time, man. Whatever that's going on in the culture, man, I love to bring it to you guys, man. Today we're gonna talk the lot, which is that GTX card, and we're gonna talk about, I don't know if y'all caught part one. We talked about the bootleg and all that, which I hate talking about stuff like that, but we also got to talk about this caffeine thing. I want to talk about this caffeine thing first because this big news in battle rap. Battle rap news is what I like to talk about. Business and music management. It's BMM. It's About My Money TV. It's Black Man Matters. It's Black Minds Matter. It's so many things, but BMM is business first, man. So the business of caffeine is what I kind of want to talk about, and then we're gonna get into the lot card with GTX because I ain't talked about that yet. So kick it with me. Kick back, fire your shit up, man, and let's get into this conversation. I've heard, right? I might stick it in here.
So check it, man. There's a lot of things changing around here. Shout out to Caffeine. Maybe this is something they don't want me to talk about. Maybe they don't care. I don't know. But I'm on here and I talk about what's going on and what's starting in May. You know what I'm saying? You are not gonna see a lot of people on Caffeine. The people you do see on Caffeine is people that I guess they felt was valuable. I can't but say that. I don't know who it's gonna be. I don't know what's going on. But starting May 1st, you're not gonna see everybody on Caffeine. It's only going to be maybe 3 people. Okay? All right.
Goods talked about that pretty soon there won't be any more battle rappers or content creators under contract at Caffeine. Now, that's a big blow to a lot of incomes if you think about it. A lot of your favorites have been streaming on Caffeine, getting a monthly check or every 2-month check, however they pay, you know. And that content to me has always been, should have been uploaded to YouTube where applicable, because now that entire catalog is gone. Excuse me. Those views and that money is now going to go away for a lot of battlers, a lot of content creators over at Caffeine. Caffeine's not going away. It just looks like those budget cuts that URL talked about is about to start happening. We seen us have to pay for that last stream on Caffeine. That means that some of those numbers that we were seeing from some of those content creators could not have been correct, man. Something's not right over at Caffeine if they are pushing people who are bringing content to them off of their channel. Now, as a businessman, I would have thought maybe, you know, you cut down the stipend, you pay for views like a YouTube. A lot of content creators, and I was just getting started creating my content when Caffeine got started. So I didn't look for a Caffeine contract, or I didn't get offered a caffeine contract. So I don't know how they're structured. But at YouTube, you get paid based on your views and the content that you pushed out and how many advertisers you can put on it. And you can monetize in other ways using your same content that you put on YouTube is yours. So caffeine being structured in a way in which they were paying monthly now can just take away that money. We seen it just happen with Easy to Block happening, and now we hearing this happening with a lot of more content creators and a lot of more artists over there at Caffeine, man. That's deep. That's deep, son. Like, hey, I don't know. Do that mean that URL is going to go away from Caffeine here pretty soon? Are we going to be getting more app-only battles? Is it going to be no more live free events at all from URL? Who knows? Because if they're not going to be involved with Caffeine and allowing us to access it that way, I think the viewership in URL may suffer for that, and battle rap is going to suffer for that. Battle rappers who create content on Caffeine and who've been streaming and getting that check is definitely great take away from that. So let me know what y'all think of the content, in comments about this content, because Caffeine going away, only being 3 or 4 more people left streaming that we used to seeing stream over there, or media personalities over there, content creators, whatever, what have you. That's a big move, and I think after that we're gonna see URL move away, man. So that's a sticky situation, man. I hope everybody the best of luck. You see Easy transition himself to YouTube. A lot of those battle rappers need to just transition their content to YouTube and try to monetize in that way. I think that would be the best way to continue that buzz. Let that audience over there know that you will be moving to YouTube, and try to transfer those people before that window is closed on you. And once that window is closed, it's hard to get it back. It's hard to get people. Like I'm starting from the ground up. I don't have a problem with it, because I want y'all to understand and love the content that About My Money TV creates and what King Chaos brings to you, and not nobody else. That way, if I grow, then, and it only has to be me again one day, or it grows past me, then I can always handle this myself and come back to my channel. That's why I love putting out what I want to put out. Nobody dictates what I put out, and I don't care what nobody else do. I put my content out when I put it out, how I want to put it out, and that's it. But let's get into battle rap, man. I had to talk all the little news, all the little messiness, but I hate that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love talking battles, and GTX has been putting on some great events, dope events. So the last few GTX events have been very eventful, dope battles on every card, and I think they got another one. The first person on here, and y'all know how we do it, a drop down out the gate, Fate versus Billy Boondock. Billy, I'm glad to see you, Billy. I'm glad to see you, Billy, getting a little light, man. I'm glad to see you on the card. You always represented the West. Fate is a very dangerous opponent for Billy. Billy is a funny dude, but he can get very lyrical and wordy in a battle. I think that Billy needs to learn how to cut fat based on the people in attendance, based on like big stage, little stage, and I think Billy needs to add a little bit of his wittiness and his humor to what he does, and he'll be a more dangerous competitor. Fate has been just phenomenal lately. Toss it up in the air. I probably just, to motivate my guy Billy, you're going to have to beat Fate. You're going to have to show me, and I'm going to take Fate in this one 2-1. Kamikaze versus the Kid Clutch. These guys are low on the card because these are, Fate, Billy Boondocks, Kid Clutch, Kamikaze. They aren't as known, of course, as you go up to the card, the people from the West are more known. But these guys are definitely known in the West. Kid Clutch and Kamikaze going to have a dope battle. I've seen both of their work, but I haven't seen enough for me to like one over the other. So that's probably a 2-1 either way, just based on that to me. Emerson Kennedy versus Dre Vicious. Dre Vicious has been getting the looks. Dre Vicious has been around for a while. Emerson Kennedy, we know, is very dangerous. A part of that Caffeine staff. I I wonder where Emerson probably gonna be around for a minute because he's a very talented stage director, lighting director. He knows a lot of about that camera work. So Emerson's probably gonna be around in Caffeine. I think this is a dope battle for both guys. Dre Vicious style I like a little bit more, but Emerson Kennedy has always been dangerous. He battled my guy Sassy up here from that one time. I used to manage Sassy, and they had a very dope battle. I probably gonna lean towards EK in this one. Dre Vicious is gonna have to show me in this one that he can get over EK. Good luck to both of those guys. I think that's gonna be a very dope battle. Active and real name Brandon. I ain't seen R&B in a minute on URL stage, so it's dope to see him over there at GTX. Active has been active lately. We just had seen him versus Old Red. I like this matchup. They both got that gangster bully LA style, so this matchup is going to be a dope matchup. I like real name Brandon in this one though. I would probably go real name 2-1 over Active. Cali Smooth versus Saint. This is a test. This is a test for both of these individuals. Saint has got the URL contract. He's back. He's over at URL. Of course, GTX people have been going back and forth from that league since the beginning. So, I see Saint going crazy. But Cali Smooth, you can never discount what Cali Smooth is able to do. Every time I watch him, I like his personality. I like what Cali Smooth is able to do on the stage. I like Saint a little bit more in this matchup, so I will go with Saint 2-1. Danny Myers and Forte dead. Forte, you in trouble. Dead. There, listen, bro. Danny Myers on the West Coast. I know you get plenty West Coast love. I know they love you down there, but Danny Myers is dangerous. Period. But on the West Coast, he is a legend. Forte Dev is gonna have to really go up there to beat a Danny Myers. So I got Danny Myers in this one. The headline is Diz himself. He done headline I think every one of these cards so far, and that's to get your league off the ground and be as big of a legend as a disaster. I think headlining your cards each time is pretty damn appropriate. Geechee does it at the Riot. I think it's pretty dope to do, and it's a dope way to get eyes on the card. He's going against NXT, who just came off a great battle with Twerk. It's hard, listen, he did a great job, but you just, it's no bullying a Twerk. It's no beating a Twerk when he's 100% locked in on you. I think he did a phenomenal job against Twerk. Disaster, I think the last disaster battle I seen was him versus Geechee, and Geechee was surgical in that. So, with that being said, the last ones from both of these individuals have been L, so I'm sure they coming back. They coming back to make their statement known. Diz is a preeminent legend on the West Coast. NXT is like beating a champion. NXT will have to get a pure knockout for him to clearly, consistently win this battle. So with that being said, I got Diz in this one. I'm not counting NXT out. He definitely has had his shining moments, and he's had, highlights, he's had lowlights. But I would have to go with Diz in that, and I'm not going to call it 2-1 or whatever. But I got Diz over NXT. That's the lock card from GTX, man. I appreciate if y'all made it this far. Listen, hit that like, hit that share. Let people know you been here, and hit that subscribe bell, man, so all your post notifications is on, and you can be here every time I drop this dope content, man. It's your boy King Cass, Bout My Money TV, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We out.